The president of the Gloucester County Chamber of Commerce tells us why Gloucester County is such a great place for business. We discuss how you can support the efforts of the March of Dimes, and we highlight the making of a celebrity DJ. It's all here at the next Latino Motion. Join us.
Choose to get lost in the woods to gain experience in forest management.
Choose to travel through time to understand the past.
Choose to soar to pursue a career in dance.
Stockton University offers 50 high-quality academic programs, small class sizes, and affordable tuition. Choose to match your interests and talents at one of New Jersey's nationally ranked universities.
Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is presented by Latino Motion Public Affairs Media, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation, and Stockton University. This edition of Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is brought to you by the HD Studios at the campus of Stockton University. Funding for Latino Motion is provided by Atlanticare, a member of Geisinger, Atlantic City Electric, energy for a changing world, and South Jersey Gas. Welcome to Latino Motion, a weekly interview show highlighting issues impacting New Jersey's Latino community while advancing understanding of Latino cultural heritage and contributions to our society. And here is your host, Bert Lopez.
Buenos dias and welcome to Latino Motion. Gloucester County is well positioned in the metropolitan area of Philadelphia with a combination of historic charm, agriculture, and industry. I'm happy to have one of the best advocates of Gloucester County, Les Vell. He is the president of the Gloucester County Chamber of Commerce. Les, welcome to Latino Motion.
Bert, thank you so much for having me.
And I know you're very happy and sold on Gloucester County. Tell me why you're so committed to it.
Well, first of all, think about it. Location, location, location. Location is everything, and Gloucester County is poised to be in such a great location. We're less than 2 hours from 4 major metropolitan areas, from Washington, D.C. to Baltimore to Philadelphia to New York. We have land, we have infrastructure, we have a research university in our backyard.
It's kind of been a focal point in the county. Tell me about that.
Well, Rowan University and Rowan College of Gloucester County have both been a focal point. One is as they've combined their curriculum to create affordable education for all and all levels. To be able to get a degree for less than 30 grand in 4 years is tremendous. Throw in our discount that we have through the chamber, and now all of a sudden you can get a degree for less than $25,000. But having a research institution and be able to educate not only skilled and unskilled, but the highly skilled workforce, and that was a piece that we were missing in South Jersey. Now we have that.
And talking about the workforce, obviously you have so much in Gloucester County by way of agriculture, industry, and small business. That's a lot of business opportunities there.
There is. And you look at one of the fastest growing industries in Gloucester County has been the wineries and the craft beer market. We have more wineries and more craft beer than anyone else in the state, and they're employing a lot of people, and they're all doing very, very successful. Manufacturing is doing very well in Gloucester County. We have over 450 manufacturers as well, too. So they say manufacturing is dead, but it's alive and well in Gloucester County and employing good quality people, good paying jobs.
So obviously we're coming off the recession and things are looking good. What's your projection in terms of Gloucester County going forward?
Well, I still look at Gloucester County as a growth area for the state. The fact that we have affordable land and infrastructure and a research institution. If you're a company that's looking, what brings you to a region? The fact that you can draw from a workforce. The region surrounding us and Gloucester County, we have the ability to give you the right workforce and to be able to give you the people that you need to do the job. And those that you currently have here, we have 2 institutions of higher learning that'll give you the ability to train your existing workforce and to continue to improve upon that. So we're positioned, I think, for a good ride for the future.
Let's talk a little bit about the chamber. Obviously, the chamber's played a big role, and you yourself been in the chamber for quite some time, both as a board member, now as the executive leading the chamber. Tell me the role that the chamber plays.
Well, listen, the role of the chamber, we're simple, we're twofold. First of all, it's business development. We work with our members in helping them make the connections they need to grow their business. Second is the workforce and education role. We came up with this model not based on what we felt we needed, but based on what the business community said they were looking for. And these were the 2 primary objectives. They want to meet the right people to grow their business, and secondly, they want the right workforce to grow their business. So, we've tied our model into that, partnering with the County Workforce Development Board, partnering with the RCGC and Rowan University to help us provide that.
Just like you said, location. It sounds like with the chamber, it's partnerships.
Partnership. You can do more together than you can on your own, and that's what we've tried to build.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll discuss this a little further. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion. Welcome back to Latino Motion, and once again with Les Vell, President of the Gloucester County Chamber, as we put a spotlight on the County Chamber. And Les, I know that the Chambers have been around for a very long time. Remember the Christmas movie, It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart, Mr. Bailey. He was a member of the Chamber. Is the Chamber still relevant today?
I believe the chamber is more relevant than ever today. Businesses are always looking for better ways to build relationships, because at the end of the day, people do business with people they know and trust. When your chamber is focused on relationships like we are, that's one of the most important things. But sometimes it's one of the things that are forgotten, because we live in a world of instant gratification. Everyone wants everything so quick. But building relationships and having the ability to have an organization that is built around relationship-driven networking, that really is important. And the fact that the way things have changed through social media, a big part of why we've rebranded over the last year is to change.
Recently rebranded, and Share the Love is the theme of your rebranding program.
One of our campaigns we have going on now, Share the Love, which launched our rebrand back in August with our new logo and our new marketing platform, really drives, not only through online, but our social media. Through the Share the Love campaign, our members can actually have an opportunity to win over $1,000 in prizes by just taking our new logo on our new mug and taking it out there and posting it on social media and writing something on this chalk mug that promotes their business while promoting the chamber at the same time.
Yeah, and there is some data that suggests that if you're affiliated with the chamber, folks have more trust that you belong to a worthwhile cause in the community. And chambers typically do give back to the community. Is that the case with the Gloucester County Chamber?
It's more the case than ever. At the end of the day, you're right. There are statistics that show that a business that's associated with the chamber on any level adds credibility to the business. And not only do we want to add credibility just by name, but we want to be able to deliver it with the services that we provide too.
So if someone wants to participate in events or be part of the chamber, what should they do?
Easiest thing to do is they can reach out to our office and contact the office. They can go into our website at gc-chamber.com or call the office at 856-881-6560. Reach out to me or my staff, and any one of us will be able to help them and give them more information about being part of the chamber and growing their business.
If you're thinking to come into Gloucester County or open up a business, how can the chamber help?
Well, listen, we can give them direction, guidance, which we do every day. We have businesses that call from all over the country and people who call from all over the country looking to come to the area, and we can guide them down the path of who they want to talk to. We could be that first point of contact to direct them to where they need to go, whether it's one of our partners at the County Economic Development Office or to a business that they're looking for to help start their business.
You mentioned the fact that it's a lot of networking. How does that networking take place? And obviously, do you share that information, the members? With other members?
Oh, of course we do. Obviously we do a lot of marketing, and we've expanded further into advertising. We've got a TV commercial on Thursday Night Football. We've got billboards. We've got advertisements in magazines. We're here to help. We want our members to we want business to look at our website as a go-to resource. When they're looking to buy goods and services, we want them to come to gc-chamber.com. And we put a lot of time and effort and money into making sure that our website becomes the go-to resource for the community to find the right goods and services they want.
So we want to talk a little bit about giving back to the community. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion. Welcome back to Latino Motion. Joining me once again is Les Vell of the Gloucester County Chamber. And we're going to continue our discussion about the Chamber and also segue into a discussion in his involvement with the March of Dimes. Les, we left off about some of the great networking, and you have a very important event coming up, which is the State of the County. Yes. Tell me about that.
Well, the State of the County is one of our largest, actually one of the largest events in the region. It attracts over 350 people. It's where you get an opportunity to hear not just about what's happening in the county, but what's happening in the region. We bring in some of the highest level folks, from Senate President Steve Sweeney to Ali Hushman and President Rowan. But we always cap it off with a high level executive coming in to talk about, business and what really ties into business and how their success is helping the business. And it's been, over the last 7 years, we've sold this event out. It's one of those events that you mark on your calendar. It'll be January 11th this year, and you don't want to miss it. It's at Rowan Student Center Ballroom. So it really is a great event to learn about what's happening here throughout the region.
Of course, I've participated in the event for many years, and we see that we have a good mix, community folks, business folks, and certainly it's a great time. Very nice put together event.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's talk about your involvement with the March of Dimes. And I know this is very close to your heart, something that you take very personal and committed a lot of time. In fact, you're, I believe, a member of the board.
Yes, I am.
Tell me about that.
Well, I got involved with the March of Dimes about 10 or 11 years ago, and my original mission connection was the fact that I wanted everybody to have what I had. I had 2 healthy children, and I wanted to have that. But my mission connection changed, almost 4 years ago when, actually it was 4 years ago on Thanksgiving that my daughter called. She was pregnant with my second grandchild, and her water broke almost, 3 months early. So they actually had her in a hospital for over 5 weeks, and then my grandson was born 7 weeks premature. And, it really changed what I believed in and what the March of Dimes does. I mean, I always saw what they did. I always knew what they did. I always wanted people to have the healthy. But then I got to see the side that really what they do that impacts the community at large. Being in a NICU center and seeing the way these hospitals and these nurses and these people work. I mean, I tell anybody, you know what? You may complain about a hospital sometimes when you're in here. Walk into a NICU center, you never will complain.
Well, I have to tell you that I have that personal experience as well. My son was born premature about 6 weeks early, and it's just heartbreaking when you see your tiny little baby in the machine, and it's a very long recovery there for 5-6 weeks. So it certainly is great that the March of Dimes is there to help out and not only support it, but also provide training to the staff that provide that care there in the unit.
And that's a big part of something that's the campaign that's coming out right now, is that the March of Dimes is putting a lot of money into education, and being able to train the hospitals and the nurses, on some of the latest techniques to help with premature birth and things that can happen there. And it's, a lot of what they've been doing, November being Prematurity Awareness Month, is prematurity birth is one of the largest reasons for death within the first year, of a child, and the things that you can do to prevent that and to make sure that some of the complications that come around that just don't happen. I mean, it's an ongoing battle like anything else, but a lot of what they're doing is there to help that.
Yeah, it certainly is, and we want to find out how folks at home could participate to help the March of Dimes. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion. Welcome back to Latino Motion. Les Vell, president of the Gloucester County Chamber, is once again with us. We're going to discuss the work of the March of Dimes and how you can help to support this great organization. Les, we both have a great connection to the March of Dimes, and I know that the data indicates that over 380,000 babies are born premature.
Yeah.
It's a big problem. Tell me more about the risk factors.
Well, one, there's no single cause that actually, that they can pinpoint to a premature birth, but the impact is tremendous. One of the things is the ability for quality health care has an effect on that. But also the impact of premature birth goes beyond that. It actually impacts the workforce too, because that means it's time off that mom and dad have to spend in a NICU center taking care of their children. Some of the follow-up with that is, hearing loss and breathing problems and all that, which I didn't know about your son, but my grandson experienced a hearing loss for his first 18 months of his life. He couldn't hear. But fortunately, knock on wood, ear tubes actually cured that problem. But a lot of people aren't that as lucky and fortunate, because without good quality health care, they may not be able to find that and uncover that.
And the March of Dimes still the premier organization that's helping to educate folks about premature births, and certainly playing a major role in the health system to educate both the health providers as well as the parents.
You are dead on. I mean, right now, November is Prematurity Awareness Month, and this is a big awareness campaign, not only to make the community aware of what the March of Dimes does and the types of research that they're able to do to help, prevent and lower that number, lower and lower each and every year, and they are getting there. But this is a great opportunity for us to bring awareness to what's happening out there, and then obviously supporting the March of Dimes.
Yeah, let's talk about that, right? Yeah. So there is a walk. It's April the 29th. That's going to be at Rowan University. So plenty of time for folks to prepare to do that walk. I know me and you participated last couple of years. It's a great event, a nice time to hang out and raise funds for the organization.
Oh, it raises funds. I mean, the Rowan Walk brings out over 2,500 people and more every year. We have, throughout South Jersey and the Philadelphia region, now that we're combined, you're talking probably over 20,000 people participate in the walks throughout our Philadelphia market that our board covers. And this is a great opportunity for families. This is where the families of children with prematurity, come out, they build their teams, they learn more about what's happening, but they also come together and share. Right. And that's how I got involved. Was I actually showed up at the walk.
And just a point in terms of what happens with the money, right? So I know there's a little bit of redirection where a lot of the money stays local. They're working directly with hospitals right in our region. So that's the Inspira, that's the Atlantic Care, that's the Kennedys, and so forth. So there's that money staying local.
Well, that's a huge part of one of the things that they're doing through awareness and education. Is a lot of the money that they are raising from sponsorships locally, they're putting back into the community to educate not only the families, but more importantly, the healthcare providers, on some of the newest techniques that are available to them, and the money that's raised through these walks and through the sponsorship actually goes back in education and educating the nurses at Atlantic Care, the nurses at Jefferson and Inspira and Cooper and all these hospitals throughout the region to give them the latest techniques that will help them, again, treat these children as they come in and are premature.
Well, Les, thank you for your dedication to the March of Dimes as well as to Gloucester County and the Chamber. My pleasure. Thanks. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion. Welcome back to Latino Motion. Joining me is Deuce Martinez, a celebrity DJ who's going to help me understand how DJs have become as famous as a music artist. And Deuce, welcome to Latino Motion.
Thank you for having me.
Before going to the interview, I want to show the audience how famous you really are. Let's roll this clip. So Deuce, that video that we just saw, it's your music playing. You have an audience there, several thousand people attending this event. Tell me about it.
That was actually in Italy at this place called Coromi. I was booked actually from the record I produced on Little Louis Vega's label. It was actually my first major big gig from New York City to land, and I was overwhelmed with it.
This was in Italy, 8,000 people, amazing. And playing, listening to your music.
Exactly. I'm not gonna lie, I was very nervous at first, but once the music got into me, se me fue todito.
Yeah, well, let's talk about how did you get started as a celebrity DJ?
I started as a breakdancer. I used to break dance with a group called Dynamic Rockers, which later broke up and became Dynamic Breakers. We did movies as Fast Forward, The Last Dragon, and we did videos. We was on tour with Run DMC, Houdini, the Fat Boys, and I was always the DJ for the group. And that's how I actually became.
And you're a lot more than a DJ because you also produce, like you did with the music that we heard. You're also an engineer as well as a DJ.
Right. I engineered. I produce. I dance again. And I'm actually a great DJ.
let's talk about the radio station that you also do, the radio program.
Yes, I have a radio station called the DWild Music Radio. We have about 1.3 million listeners at this point. It's a 24-hour online radio station. We play a little bit of everything from house music to Latin music to reggae. We have every day we have something different. We have about 32 to 36 DJs from Italy to Africa, from Atlanta, and of course New York and the tri-state area, New Jersey.
Now I know you're housed in New Jersey, up North Jersey, and you have an event coming up shortly. Tell me about that.
Yes, I have an event December 1st. It's a Freestyle All-Star. We have an artist. We have a few artists actually. We have Niobe, Fascination, Cynthia. We have the very funny lady by the name of Sara Contreras. If you don't know who this woman is, she's from Spanish Harlem. Very funny. You have to come and see her. I'm going to give you a ticket so you can come and be my guest. But yeah, she's a very funny. This event is at the ZPA Lounge in Perth Amboy, December 1st.
Well, it's exciting to be with a famous DJ. Now I know how a famous DJ becomes just as famous as the music artist.
Thank you. It's just quite an experience. You know what I mean? For myself being a DJ producer and becoming the person I am today.
Well, Deuce, thank you so much. You helped me understand that becoming a famous DJ takes a lot of dedication and talent.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome.
Thanks for being here. And thank you for joining us at home once again here on Latino Motion.
Choose to get your feet wet, to learn more about protecting our environment.
Choose to read minds, to understand the human brain.
Choose to get your hands dirty, to create a masterpiece.
Stockton University offers 50 high-quality academic programs, small class sizes, and affordable tuition. Choose to match your interests and talents at one of New Jersey's nationally ranked universities.
Funding for Latino Motion is provided by Atlanticare, a member of Geisinger. Atlantic City Electric, energy for a changing world. And South Jersey Gas.